Released in 2010, Inception isn't just known for its mind-bending concept but also for its stunning visual style and cinematography. Christopher Nolan masterfully blended real locations, practical effects, and cutting-edge technology to bring this masterpiece film into the screen. Today, we take you behind the scenes of the film's most high points and interesting sequences. So let's dive into some incredible BTS facts about Inception. In the dream world, when Cobb and his team enter Fisher's mind to kidnap him, an enormous freight train suddenly appears on the road, shocking the audience. Surprisingly, this wasn't created using VFX. An actual physical setup was built for the scene. BTS footage reveals that the production team mounted the body frame of the real train onto a truck. Every small detail was carefully designed to make it look authentic. To shoot this sequence, the entire area was cleared and multiple cameras captured the action from different angles. When the train crashes into cars on the street, the collisions were timed with special effects to make the destruction feel realistic and natural. In this scene, Cobb secretly takes Ariadne into her dream. While it appears mysterious and surreal on screen, the effort behind making it look so seamless was equally fascinating. BTS footage shows director Christopher Nolan guiding the actors to ensure their expressions and reactions felt natural. Leonardo and Elliot Page fully immersed themselves in their roles, delivering compelling performances. The supporting cast also stayed deeply engaged, enhancing the scene's impact. To create a dreamlike atmosphere, special camera setups and lighting techniques were used to blur the line between dreams and reality. This scene takes place when Cobb, following Saito's plan, enters Fisher's dream and introduces himself as a security protector. The two meet inside a hotel bar, and what seems like a simple setting is actually a mechanical marvel. Behind the scenes, we see that this hotel bar was meticulously designed inside a studio, but it wasn't just any set. It was a fully functional mechanical setup known as the Seesaw Room. High-powered motors and machinery allowed the entire room to move, creating a dynamic and immersive effect. A green screen was also placed in the background to add an external hotel view during the post-production. While this scene may look effortless, it required hours of precision and hard work. One of Inception's most iconic scenes is the gravity-defying fight in the hotel corridor. Believe it or not, this entire sequence was filmed without VFX or green screens. Instead, the production team built a real rotating corridor. BTS footage reveals how they first constructed a replica of the hotel hallway and then designed it to rotate 360 degrees. Heavy machinery and motors were used to create the spinning effect, making it possible for actors to perform the gravity-defying stunts practically. Joseph Gordon-Levitt performed all of his own stunts for this scene. He trained for weeks, initially practicing with safety gear until he was ready for the real take. Every movement and camera angle was carefully planned to ensure a seamless and realistic final cut. In this visually stunning moment, Ariadne realizes she has the power to control her dream, causing the entire marketplace around her to explode. Tables, chairs, papers, and even people appear to be swept away by an invisible force. Surprisingly, this scene was filmed without CGI or VFX. The crew used air cannons to launch multiple objects into the air simultaneously. The technology was first tested in the studio, and once perfected, it was implemented on the location. Additionally, bikes and scooters that appeared to fly were actually lifted using wire support, which was later removed during editing to enhance the illusion. After fighting in zero gravity, Arthur ties up his unconscious teammates with wires. and escapes. This BTS segment reveals how the entire sequence was filmed on a specially built set inside a studio. The scene was shot using a large-scale rotating set that could spin 360 degrees. And the fun fact is that actors were not using while the set rotated around them, creating the illusion of weightlessness. The film crew also worked within this rotating environment to manage the equipment and ensure safety. This practical filming approach contributed to the incredibly realistic look of the zero-gravity sequence in Inception. This BTS footage takes us to the moment when Cobb first enters Saito's dream to extract crucial information. However, his wife Mal sabotages the entire plan, leading to an intense confrontation between Cobb and Saito. Unlike typical CGI-heavy scenes, this sequence, including the destruction of the room and the action elements, was shot practically on the set. This approach made the scene feel more authentic. A glimpse from the BTS footage reveals the use of real flowing water. Before filming, the water machine was thoroughly checked and then strategically placed around the set. At the right moment, all the machines were activated simultaneously, flooding the entire room, bringing the scene to life as Cobb wakes up drenched. This behind-the-scenes segment showcases the thrilling moment when Cobb and his team enter Fisher's dream to kidnap him, only to be attacked by his trained bodyguards. Just as exciting as the fight sequence in the movie, the BTS footage reveals that the entire action-packed scene was filmed in a real location without relying on CGI or VFX. The director carefully guided all the actors through rehearsals before they performed the actual stunts. Multiple cameras were set up to capture the action from different angles, some mounted on cars, while others were handheld by camera operators. However, while the action was real, the rain in the scene was entirely artificial, created using high-tech rain machines. The BTS footage provides a closer look at how this artificial rain was seamlessly integrated into the scene. This BTS segment takes us to the breathtaking moment when Ariadne and Cobb arrive in Limbo, where we witness buildings collapsing in spectacular fashion. Unlike previous practical effects, this scene heavily relied on CGI and VFX. The water elements were filmed in a real location, but the crumbling buildings were meticulously created using computer-generated effects. The CGI team paid close attention to detail, ensuring that the collapsing structures blended seamlessly with the live-action footage. The film features an intense action and chase sequence set in a snowy mountain, and this behind-the-scenes footage showcases how it was filmed. The entire scene was shot in a real snow-covered location. The snow-covered house seen in the film was pre-selected as the shooting location. When heavy snowfall occurred, the team went there and filmed the entire sequence on site. In the BTS footage, actors can be seen performing their own stunts, including falling in the snow, chasing through icy terrain, and skiing. Since the scene was shot practically without relying on CGI, it appears incredibly realistic and intense in the final film. Watching the BTS footage of this film is just as fascinating as the movie itself. This segment captures how the scene between Mal and Cobb's dream world was filmed. However, I'll leave it up to you to figure out which part of the film this BTS belongs to. Let me know your answer in the comment section below. In one scene, Arthur and Ariadne share a kiss in a hotel lobby. Before filming, the director and the actors can be seen discussing the scene. This is the moment when Cobb's team is planning the sting and the kiss is used as a distraction. The BTS footage shows how the director guided the actors to make the scene appear natural and convincing. The brilliance of Inception isn't just in its story, but also in its filmmaking techniques. Christopher Nolan and his team's use of practical effects made this film one of the most exceptional cinematic experiences of all time. If you enjoyed this BTS breakdown, check out more behind the scenes videos on the channel and don't forget to subscribe to stay connected. Bye for now.